if you fast forward to today, just given kind of the current environment we're in, we've been going through in the last 3 months a health crisis, an economic crisis, and now a social crisis as it relates to racial inequality. We have a lot of challenges that we're facing as a society. Do you see opportunity for young people who might be coming up? Is there that opportunity for them to, achieve the highest level?
I don't think it's not nearly the same way that it was before. And the reason is because we just don't have a very good equal distribution of opportunities anymore. And I think that the biggest problem with it is that we've allowed many of these nonprofit industries that should be there to help people act as sort of, essentially quasi for-profit industries, but then they don't deliver the ROI that a shareholder-driven version of that industry would. So, you look at education or healthcare, those are two great examples where there's no reason why a COVID test should cost $800,000. And you can go on Twitter and you can see all these bills where you think to yourself, how is it possible that it takes $800,000 of cost to basically take a Q-tip and put it in somebody's nose and run it through a centrifuge? It doesn't. It's just that the industry is set up in a way where these weird, perverted economic incentives have gone unregulated and unchecked. Or you look at education, where you've taken a nonprofit commodity and you've made it a luxury good, and you charge people $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, but then you graduate them into a job market that doesn't really give them a commensurate way to earn back the money that they paid into the system. So is the system set up in a way where you can achieve the same outcomes as before? The answer is no. I think that you actually have to have a move towards more capitalism, not less. We're in this weird sort of like nether state right now where people don't believe in capitalism, which I understand because it's largely been, perverted by a few. We've financialized every kind of asset and industry possible. But a more accountable form of capitalism, a more progressive form of capitalism can actually make money for shareholders, but return more value to people. And by the way, Julia, the best example of this are tech companies, because tech companies have created this massive deflationary cycle in consumer expectations. There's not a single person where you said, will Facebook, Google, Apple, Amazon give you more for more in the future, or will it give you more for less in the future? The answer is always the latter. But if you then changed Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and instead said hospitals or education, you'd probably say we're going to get less for more. And so I actually think we need to sort of find a different way to incentivize a more progressive form of company running and a more transparent form of capitalism that I think can serve people better.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.